What's up you guys, it's 2bricks, and today I have a new product review for you. This is a third-party product which was very kindly sent to me by YEARBRICKS for review. This is an LED lighting kit, as you can see here, for this particular set. I was given the choice of kind of what set I happen to have currently assembled and I would like to test out a lighting kit for, and so this is the one that I felt like, sort of had the most opportunity. Since it's a fairly large diorama here, we can have a lot of opportunity to light it up. So I'm really excited. I've never tried out a Lego lighting kit before. I'm really excited to get in here and see what comes in this set. I am a complete lighting layman. I know nothing about setting up LEDs or any of that stuff. I know light bulbs and wires and batteries are involved, but that's the extent of my knowledge. So yeah, I'm really excited to see just how kind of idiot-proof this is. What the instructions are like and if I'm going to struggle at all. And I'll let you guys know once I have it all set up how it went. So let's take a look through the magic of editing at this finished lighting kit. All right, so that was a lie. Just before I get into actually showing you the completed lighting kit, I just wanted to show you what comes in the package. So these are the individual lighting elements. Each of them is bagged separately, very nicely. We have the YEARBRICKS, insignia on all of these, very nice. I have a little information pack here of what to do if you really like the kit or if there is a problem with it. And here we have the general use lighting guide here, which just gives you, do's and don'ts on the actual specifics of using the lights themselves, but not as it pertains to the set. For that, there's a little code, a QR code here that you scan, and then that takes you to a page where you can select the individual instruction manual for your set. So yeah, let's get these open and let's see how they look. I'm so excited. All right, so here we go with all of the lights installed and the lights in my studio here dimmed. This is the final result. It is probably a little hard to see on camera. I wish I could get it just a bit darker in here, but unfortunately I do have natural light that comes into the room that I can't do anything about. But there's a light inside of the phone box. There are lights on every single floor of the interior of these columns. There's one underneath here, just above the flag. There's one under the fountain. And then, yeah, on the inside, there's actually a couple of area-specific lights as well. So I'll just show you those. But I think overall, the effect, in person at least, is fantastic. It looks really, really good. The instructions were easy to follow. And it was only nerve-wracking due to my inexperience and just my kind of not being really aware of the tolerance of the wires and things, and just being super nervous that they're gonna, shatter or snap or break out of their mountings. But no, everything was fine. Everything was nice and secure. The way that they have you insert the kind of the main run of lights throughout here makes sense. You start on one end and you just kind of go up and you weave your way through and you come back down, and it's all one single string, so that makes a lot of sense. And then there's a second string which illuminates the fountain and the phone box. So I'm going to flip this around and give you guys a look at the other side. That's really, I think, the main kind of cool view of how you should really be appreciating this. And then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so I'm going to take you through each of the main floors here. So we have a light under here which is illuminating this sort of stack of newspapers play feature here. And then going up to the next level, we have this illuminated blue flame, which looks really good. And there's just a single bulb that extends off of the main string and goes under there. I really like the way that that's creating a J.J. Abrams-esque lens flare there. Everybody can yell in the comments about how I added CG lens flares to this video. I did not. Then there's the one here illuminating all of the prophecies. The eliminating of the prophecies comes later when Ginny Weasley smashes them all. So yeah, that's the next one right there. And then going up the next level, we have the one illuminating the office here, Arthur Weasley's muggle-filled, artifacts-filled office. And then the string continues up and through. So one of the annoying things is, putting the wires underneath of plated and studded surfaces does mean that they have a tendency to want to pop up because, Lego tolerances are so tight. Any kind of additional stuff inside of there does make it a little bit weaker and more fragile than it ordinarily would be. So then we have another one under here illuminating the flag and the main kind of area. Continues down, you thread the whole string through the stairs twice. So you thread it through here, each of the remaining lights, then again through here, And then we come down into here where we have Dolores's office, again illuminated here with a single plate above the office there. Another one down here for this sort of empty mail room thing where you can place Dolores's little courtroom scene. And then finally down here we have two. We have one illuminating this whole general area, and then one illuminating the fireplace when it opens up. So that's right underneath, right in here, illuminating this area as well. So that's absolutely great. And then coming off of the second string, we have the individual light under here illuminating the interior of that fountain, which to me, I think is probably stronger than it even needs to be. I would actually tone this one down some, you know, because the level of illumination you're getting there is really eye-catching. And then the phone box here, which I think is absolutely perfect. The amount of light that you're getting in there is really nice. The brick itself, or the plate that it comes with, is red to match the interior of the phone box. Absolutely perfect. The way that they have you run the wires through this exterior plate and down makes a lot of sense. So yeah, really, really happy with that. I think it looks fantastic. So I've switched the main lights back on now, and I just wanted to give you guys a look at how all of this kind of comes together. So the main string that runs and feeds through the whole building comes into this this little USB connection right here, which you can, I tested it out, you can plug it directly into a USB, like a phone charger socket. Although there is a voltage recommendation on the packaging, so I don't know if that would exceed it or not, so I just decided to stick with the battery box. So this is the included battery box right here, and I've just bundled up the cables here for a little bit of tidiness, and then you have a second connection here for the other string, which goes off like so. So they've given you a lot of leeway here with additional length of wire for, you know, placing these items around the scene. One thing that is unfortunate about that, of course, is you then have a bunch of dangling wire you have to figure out what to do with. And no real kind of obvious solution for that. I mean, you could definitely kind of feed it back into the main structure here and try to kind of tidy it up that way. Or if you're, you know, if you have a larger scene or just a shelf or something, you could tape these down to the surface that you're planning to display this on. I do get the feeling that you probably want to have this this kind of lighting kit for a sort of a permanent display set that you have on a shelf and you intend to keep there for a long time, because, you know, once you've wired it all up, you really can't take these individual sections apart anymore, because then you're going to be tearing out the wiring. So that is something to be careful of. And I actually do worry a little bit that if you're in a home with a cat or a particularly active child, that you may end up accidentally bumping into and knocking over the set, and just the way the set is designed has so many individual modules which are just very, very barely connected, that you may end up sort of tearing the lighting out and damaging it or destroying it completely if you were to demolish this set. So that is really the only concern that I have as far as like the durability of it. The actual lights though are fantastic. They're really bright. They do their job very well, and I love the care and attention that they put into where each of the sections go, and making sure that you have exactly just enough wire to not make it stressful to connect to the next section, and also just taking the time to differentiate between the colors of the plates here. So we have black plate here for this light, which matches with the area that it's placed, and then we have gray under here. We have red for the phone box, and, you know, the blue lights for the blue flames. It all works great, and I really appreciate that care and attention to detail. So very, very happy with that. And I think honestly, this is a great kit. The fact that it comes with a battery box, I was not expecting at all. I was expecting to have to figure out a wired solution into the wall. So that's just a bonus there. So I don't really need to worry. Everything you need, except for the batteries themselves, comes in the box, and that's fantastic. And I really don't think that there's any areas of the build that felt like they wanted to be illuminated that were not. You know, you get all of the offices, and you get the central section here, which means you can place the statue underneath, and you can catch some of that light from above and below with the fountain light underneath. So yeah, really, I mean, they did a great job here, really thinking this through. So I have to imagine that same level of care and detail is placed into their other sets as well. You know, because these lighting kits are set specific. You know, I can obviously imagine that they've put the same level of care into each one. So that's absolutely great. I think for me, the way that I build and design, and the way that I interact with Lego, I don't really put sets on display. I tend to build them I appreciate the build experience, and then I demolish them and move on to the next set. So there's not a ton of times where I could see myself wanting to invest in a lighting kit, but I have been wanting to look at how they work for a long time because I've seen some really cool looking ones out there, and I've always wanted to know. So this was a great opportunity, and I really, really appreciate being sent this kit by YEARBRICKS and having them, provide that free of charge. So thank you to those guys once again. Obviously, anytime that I accept free promotional item, I do caveat that I don't guarantee any positive results. If I'm speaking positively about it, it's because I actually like the product, and I'm just noticing this cool projection through the door there. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, and in this case, yeah, I have no problems at all with this. I think this is a really well-designed kit, and I'm really happy with it. So I will probably be dismantling the set fairly soon. I would have probably done so already if it wasn't for the fact that I was waiting for the lighting kit. And yeah, I'll just be kind of repurposing these lights elsewhere, I think, because they're very cool, and I'm pretty sure I can find a good use for them in some other mock that I'm working on. So yeah, that's going to be about it for my thoughts, you guys. This is an awesome little kit, and if you are looking for a lighting solution for a particular set, go on their website and check out which ones they have. They have an absolute ton available, just hundreds at this point that I saw on the list. And if you have a particular set that you want to light up, I think you can't go wrong. So there you go. That's it for my thoughts, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get to work on the next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.